I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Welcome to the 4th episode of Total Apex Wrestling. I'll just say this now. I feel so much better compared to last week. I'll say it now.
Yes.
You know, spoiler, if you didn't know this, I'll say it now. I had COVID last week. So if I sounded like I was super duper sick, I had the Rona. So
the raspiness is gone, my brother.
The raspiness is gone. I no longer sound like I'm Brian Pillman.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
How are you gentlemen doing?
I'm doing good. And
great fellas, man. Ready for another great
Molly
show?
has a well wishes for Nick.
Thank you, Molly. Appreciate it.
Always good with the well wishes. And to get better soons.
And we unfortunately have to get started with some serious news. I mean, look, we don't really like to cover independent stuff as much unless it's something big, but we can't ignore the situation. So, if you don't know, OVW is a independent wrestling promotion. It's actually owned, I think Al Snow owns a minority piece of the company. So what happened was OVW during one of their wrestling matches, during a cross-body spot, their ref got hit with it. And in the middle of the match, this guy is having a seizure. Straight up serious situation. The guy's seizing in the middle of the ring. And you think for a guy who, just got cross-bodied by accident and is seizing up, you think that these guys would, stop the match, maybe send medical in to help him out, maybe, make sure everything's going good. Well, no, that's not actually what happened here. What happened was this guy is seizing in the middle of the ring. These guys still do the wrestling ring. They're still wrestling. They even kick the guy to move him out of the way. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. And this footage, I've never been more disgraceful as a wrestling fan who loves watching the independent scene. The independent circuit's still hot right now. I've never been more disgusted since the Raja Jackson disgrace. And the fact that they allowed to continue the match while this guy's seizing on, we don't even know if, he's dying in the middle of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
How dare they? How dare they?
100%. And Nick, I'm gonna just pick it. I think Eric Bischoff really said best when he was speaking on 83 Weeks. He said they really effed up, is what he basically said. You know what I mean? I get that these wrestlers are inexperienced, young and stuff, and the pressure was on them, but that doesn't excuse this at all. This was unexcusable what has happened. This obviously was a situation where this all needed to stop to make sure that young man was okay. And the young man's name was Dallas Edwards. That was the referee's name by everybody, that way everybody knows. And I'm praying that he gets better and that he's okay and that he gets well. But this is just something that should not have went on and should not have carried on like it had. And what a disgrace to OVW. And having Road Dogg come in is not going to
Oh God, that was crazy. How do you try to use Road Dogg as good PR for your company after you had one of the biggest disgraces in your company?
Yeah,
and what else is crazy too? The fact that you have me, but I'm not an Eric Bischoff guy. I think he comes off like a complete malcontent every time the guy opens his mouth, and he really is a yes man for Hulk Hogan. That's the only reason why everyone
100%.
know him. I mean, the fact that you have me agreeing with Eric Bischoff goes to show how much you messed up. And Al Snow doesn't come off well with his, damage control post where he's like, oh, well, obviously the person who was involved in communicating the ref got knocked down. And, and then he's like, oh, we need more training. Really? More training? This is day one. Oh, don't even get me started on that, Fahad. That is the darkest moment that's happened in pro wrestling, not named the Benoit murder tragedy stuff.
Oh, 100%.
And
100%.
whenever it comes to April, I'll have my discussion with about Owen Hart, because every year around the time, not April, May, around the time of the Owen Hart stuff, I always like do a segment or a video of like a day without a Hart. You know,
Definitely. Definitely.
That whole thing is crazy. I'll say it now. Did you know with the whole Owen Hart stuff, we almost lost 2 people that day?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because the original plan, and then we'll go back on track with the OVW stuff, was that they were going to lower Owen from the ceiling with Max Mini attached to his back.
Yep.
I mean, there could have been 3 deaths there too. Jimmy Corderas was in the ring clearing out rubble from, I think, the hardcore match that took place. They could have landed right on him. You could have had 3 deaths there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll discuss more about that in May. But with the OVW stuff, the key thing here, nobody comes off well in the story.
Mm-mm.
Nobody. The wrestlers don't come off well here. The promotion doesn't come off well here. Al Snow does not come off well here. Nobody comes off well.
Maybe the ref might come off better after he recovers and everything like that.
I think from what I was told, he had like a concussion and another medical thing. I don't know what other thing was that. I know he had a concussion, but yeah, it's crazy with yeah, I agree. Put that up there. Yeah, common sense needs to be a class. Exactly.
Yes.
Needs to be. And the whole Roger Jackson stuff too. Roger Jackson should be in jail right now for what he did.
Oh,
100%.
I don't see how this dude's still free. That's crazy.
How is he only charged with 1 felony is my question.
Yeah.
It is a flaw in the justice system.
100%.
All right.
Yeah, Brandon, what do you have to say about this?
For me, with the y'all basically covered everything I was going to say on the matter. So, but prayers out to the ref. Jerry had the name. It slipped my mind.
Dallas Edwards.
Dallas Edwards. Yes. Prayers out to go to him and his family. Hoping he's doing well and everything like that. So, that's all I got to add to it. From my perspective, y'all said everything I was going to say. So on the matter, so
perfect. And let's keep going on with the bad news here. We got another injury. What else is new?
Injury bug in WWE, man.
Rey Mysterio is currently dealing with a rib injury right now. And look, Rey isn't like as big as he was. I mean, he's sort of like winding down. He's probably not going to be here long term. He's probably going to be over at AAA as like probably one of the head coaches or trainers in AAA right now, most likely. But it's another injury WWE's got to deal with here, and it really blows that Rey has to get hurt and likely will miss WrestleMania again. Because remember, last year he missed WrestleMania. I think he was going to have a match with El Grande Americano, if I remember correctly, and I think
it was going to be supposed to be Rey versus El Grande.
Yes, and then they replaced Rey Mysterio with Rey Fenix, and they had El Grande Americano pin Rey Fenix.
Yeah,
great booking decision that is right there. I mean, WWE clearly prefers Penta over Rey Fenix, but
I think it showed that I think they went with the script of what they had with the Rey finish with the Phoenix match. You know what I mean? Because they were going. You just debuted like Rey Fenix not too long after the show. I know. I get that.
And you have him lose to a stereotypical gimmick.
Yeah.
Very stereotypical.
What's crazy is that gimmick is over in AAA in Mexico right now, but in the United States, let's be real. That gimmick should not be on U.S. television because it is absolutely stereotypical. When you say your hometown is from the Gulf of America, don't tell me it's not a stereotype. You know what I mean? But here's the worst part about Rey Mysterio being injured. Click the next slide, please. And this is insane to me.
Another angle ruined.
Yes, the original plan was for Gunther to face Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. And now Gunther's status is in trouble for WrestleMania. Now, can I just say this as well? And this is what really angers me about WWE booking right now. This man just retired AJ Styles, retired John Cena, retired Goldberg. And you're telling me after all that, the WrestleMania match you had planned for him was against Rey Mysterio? What?
Mm-hmm.
And before that, you were leading with Dragon Lee to lead up to that Rey Mysterio match at WrestleMania. Was where we went to.
I can't even.
I don't understand where this goes to, where they're creative again, showing why Road Dogg had to step out and hope. And we still got what, 5 weeks left till Mania, right? 5 weeks basically.
And SmackDown has been awful still too, even without Road Dogg. Last week's episode was terrible. But how in the world do you have this man retire 3 people, and your next matchup you have is against Rey Mysterio?
Like, come on.
And then you have people like, oh, he could retire Rey Mysterio and help build Gunther. He just retired 3 legends.
3 of them. And one of them's going to the Hall of Fame this year.
Yes. Well, one's already in the Hall of Fame and Goldberg too as well. But still, how do you come out of booking that? And with Gunther, don't put him in the title picture. Don't put him against a guy like, that's tremendous. Or how about Ilya Dragunov? I would love to see another Ilya Dragunov. Ilya Dragunov's another one that has been doing nothing lately.
Ever since he dropped the belt to Hayes. Ever since he got the belt to Hayes, it's been up and down for Ilya.
How do you leave this man for WrestleMania to face Rey Mysterio? Look, no offense to Rey Mysterio. None whatsoever. That dude's an awesome wrestler. He's a legend in this business. But he hasn't been booked to anything great. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
How I don't understand. My head is killing me.
Well,
I just don't get
terrible.
Maybe I have an idea to solve you're not understanding the situation. So we had the Brock Lesnar Open Challenge, as we'll get into a little bit later. Why not have Gunther have an Open Challenge instead, and we might get the match you want in Ilya Dragunov.
100%.
We might get that.
Or you could do another NXT debut. I mean, we've always heard rumors of call-ups. I mean, whatever happened to Ethan Page getting called up or someone like that?
Or what about a Royce Keys versus Gunther match?
Yeah, but and again,
instead of having Royce Keys and Jelly Roll, come on now.
Again, where the hell is Royce Keys? And here's a crazy thing with Royce Keys too. Apparently, Royce Keys signed a contract and put in the contract, "I'm not going to NXT. If I sign, I'm going to the main roster."
Yep.
Gee, what a great idea that was. Look, I love Royce Keys. He was powerhouse tops. He was underutilized in AEW. But why force him to the main roster with a new gimmick? I mean, look at how Blake Monroe has not been utilized right in NXT.
Yep.
Oh,
and
they have
and that's in NXT.
Yes.
Yep. If you're a perfect spot for him would be against Gunther at WrestleMania. I don't understand it, and I don't even know if Gunther will even be on this card.
Yeah,
that's the big thing right now. I don't think he's going to make it. I don't think he's going to make it.
Nervous.
I mean, what the heck type of booking group does WWE have right now to leave Gunther off the card? If that's, I hope that's not the case. I hope they do an Open Challenge thing. But
I hope they figure it out.
It doesn't matter. They shouldn't have even put him in this predicament to begin with.
Yep.
And look, I get it. AJ Styles wanted to retire at the Royal Rumble and not WrestleMania, which I still can't believe that either. But if it's an AJ Styles call, okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
You don't come out of that show with your biggest show, WrestleMania, and you're still struggling to sell tickets, which you had to back out of the block out that you had planned for it.
Yeah.
And dropping ticket prices. You had a 31.6% off sale for 3/16 day. How do you get yourself in this predicament with Gunther, who you're trying to build up as this big legend killer?
Yeah,
I don't understand it. Look, Triple H, the honeymoon period is over.
Yeah, definitely.
Get your act together.
It's time to step up to the plate. It's time to
it is time. It is time to do that. And TKO needs to stop being greedy too.
Yep.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm just so annoyed with how they've been handling Gunther. I don't care if the plan was for Rey Mysterio to begin with. You don't do that with a guy you just retired 3 legends
No.
at one of your the biggest show that your company has. I don't care. It's not at Sweet Saudi Money. It's not at all these other shows. Like, come on.
100%.
I will say this though, I am intrigued with how they're going to utilize Blake against Tatum for that North American title feud. Like when she came out, dragged Tatum underneath the entranceway after the steel cage match on NXT this past Tuesday. I'm looking forward to that because it might be back to the Mariah May heel turn era of AEW.
Yeah, but they've royally botched Blake Monroe on.
I know they have. I know that. I'm not saying they haven't, but I'm just saying I'm looking forward to.
I get it. I get it. I just hope that WWE has. I mean, I don't trust WWE in their current state with booking. I mean, like I said, Gunther might not even make WrestleMania. I'm
intrigued to hope and pray that they can fix this creative ordeal they're having. I really do. I hope they can get it fixed.
You want to know the great pivot here? Gunther versus Royce Keys, like we mentioned earlier.
Yes, definitely, 100%.
Yeah.
Let's move on to something that actually makes me happy. Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar is confirmed. Thank the Lord it's not Brock Lesnar versus LA Knight. Let me just start.
The ruler versus the
that.
beast, baby.
Bro, I find it crazy too that we were all like worried that it was going to be Brock versus Seth at Mania, but come on, you're not going to do Brock versus Seth. I mean, Seth's either going to face Logan Paul or Braun Breaker's going to return in time for WrestleMania. I doubt that happens. I doubt that happens. I would hold off Braun Breaker. I mean, you know me, I'd rather ensure health.
Oh yeah, definitely.
With his injury, hernias are tricky too. I'd rather hold off on Braun Breaker. I would put Seth in a tag match because he's apparently not even cleared.
No, he's not cleared yet either.
No, not yet.
Yeah, but I would have either Seth and maybe LA Knight work together to face off against the Vision and Logan Paul and Austin Theory. And Theory takes the pin. But Brock, man, this is a matchup that sells tickets. And dude, Oba Femi is a star.
Oh, dude, he's a stud, a straight stud. Yeah. Oba, man, he has got this charisma about his character and the way he can make the crowd just like, you know what I mean? It's like he's already on that level of being in the world title picture. Like that's where he's at.
One bit of advice, WWE, can you please stop with the overpiped in of Oba's like music? Like you could tell they pipe in like crowd chants for their entrances. You could tell they overdid it. He was still over in that building. But
definitely.
Like it was clear that they were like pumping in crowd noises for Oba Femi's entrances. Mm-hmm. Like, but this one was legit. And the thing I like too with Oba Femi when he gave him the fall from grace, the powerbomb spot, Brock, like say what you want about Brock Lesnar. I think he's had some questionable things going on. He
definitely questionable.
Oba Femi to put his foot on like to stand on. This is the best moment Brock has had since he stunningly returned at that SummerSlam this year.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, if it was me, Brock wouldn't even be anywhere near WWE right now until the Janelle Grant stuff is settled. But whatever. I mean, this is the same company that had Liv Morgan basically harassing Dominic in the workplace when she was feuding with Rhea Ripley during the whole Janelle Grant stuff. So I'm not shocked at anything nowadays. And you guys might call me crazy. I think that feud between Liv and Rhea is overrated as heck because it involves a man getting harassed in the workplace. But this is the best moment that Brock has had since returning. I mean,
definitely.
I'm gonna call. I want Oba to squash him in like maybe a minute at most.
I would pull a Survivor Series 2016. Was it 2016? I think it was 2016. Yes, because
when Goldberg squashed him, I would exactly
same
thing with Oba here.
Why not?
Why
Why
not?
not?
Why not?
Oba's going to be a tremendous star in this company.
You know, I really
And-
hope Seth doesn't get involved in this match, and man, I really hope
And
that's.
I
not
don't
what-
think Seth's going to get involved because I
he's
think
not
they just-
cleared. He's not cleared
well,
yet.
Well, they'll clear him for Mania, but here's my thing: I don't think Seth will get involved at Mania because this is a different thing from that angle. Even though they faced off before Oba came out, Jerry.
Yeah,
I think Seth was just like calling out Heyman in that instance in the division, and not more so than Heyman was like, "Oh, I can bring out the beast, and let me just bring him out."
I hope that Brock doesn't pull a "that don't work for me, brother," because there were rumors that apparently he was refusing to lose until he retired. I hope
Mhm.
that's not true. And if he has, I'll say this: if he has creative control in his contract,
Yeah.
WWE gets everything they deserve because no pro wrestler should ever have creative control. In
No.
a contract.
ever. You
Just
don't
ever.
ever give that up.
Look at
Yeah.
WCW 2000 with Hogan. Like
Oh,
that.
God.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
my
I-
lord.
Like the Bash at the Beach 2000 fiasco. Oh my
Yep.
God, that was
Yeah.
like it's one of the biggest disgraces in pro. That's
Yeah.
it's
One of
it's
the biggest.
We'll
one of
have
the
to get
biggest
into-
disgraces.
We'll have to get into that around June, July. You know,
Yes.
that we'll have to get
We'll
into
definitely
that.
have to talk about that a little bit.
Oh my
But-
God, that we'll probably have to cover the dark side of the because they made an episode on that,
Yeah.
and I'll just say this: nobody comes off well in Bash at the Beach, excluding maybe Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, gosh.
But
I don't think he comes off that great either.
I don't even think so either because he was pulling the same stuff in TNA, and
Yep.
you know.
Yep.
Jeff Jarrett's kind of a BS artist too.
Yep. Exactly.
But the one other thing I want to talk about with Oba Femi here, and then we'll move on. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but while Oba was pointing to the sign and stomping on Brock, you could clearly see the man was crying.
Oh yeah,
tears
he
of
got his
joy.
moment and he was
Got
happy
his
with
moment.
this moment.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Definitely.
I'll tell you that dance he does, or what how he does like the walk. That is gonna be a part of American pop culture if he stay out of trouble,
Yes.
if he stays healthy.
Yes.
And doesn't Velveteen Dream himself, get himself into controversy or pull Matt
Yeah.
Riddle, which I don't
Right.
think so because Oba Femi actually comes off
As a nice guy. Yep.
from what I've been told. I haven't met the guy, would love to, even though
It seems
scares the
genuine as heck.
even though he scares the ever living heck out of me. And I mean, but
Yeah.
I would love to meet the guy.
Yeah.
But
Oh, definitely.
the future is bright with Oba Femi. If
Oh,
WWE
100%.
books him well and he stays healthy and he stays out of trouble,
Yeah.
they got a real one here.
Yep.
All right, let's go on to a little bit of AEW Revolution. Very, very good show.
It was.
A lot of things happened. My favorite match on the show, like I said, was Bandito versus Andrade El Idolo. That was
Yes.
really good match. I mean,
Yeah.
a ton of phenomenal matches happened on the show.
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey debuted at AEW Revolution, which came out of freaking nowhere to me.
That was
Because
I did
thought-
not see it coming.
Yeah, when that happened, I actually messaged you two, and I'm sorry if I woke you up at a bad time.
Yeah.
I
No.
feel bad
I was
about
up.
that.
I was up. I was
Yeah,
up.
I know, but I was stunned to see because I thought she was going to focus on her.
Yeah,
match
Gina
in
Carano
MMA.
fight. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
correct.
think this is going to be promotion for that May fight with Rousey.
Has-
Good point. Good
Has to
point.
be because remember, I think it's going to be on Paramount if I remember correctly.
It
right?
is. No.
Yep.
Is it Netflix?
Is it Netflix? Go fact check me here
Yeah.
for a quick.
Oh
second.
yes, it's on Netflix. It's live on Netflix.
Because it's Jay Paul's promotion, and normally that's
Yeah, it's
on
under
Yes,
the MVP.
yes.
Yeah.
Correct. It's going to be on Netflix as well. And that's a huge reach. And I could absolutely see Marina Shafir walking Ronda Rousey down to
Yep.
the ring in that fight.
That would be so
And-
cool, bro.
I think as well, Ronda Rousey is going to be joining the the Death Riders.
Yes.
I think she will be a part of the faction with Marina Shafir. I would have her go on a tear throughout. And look, I'll say this right now. Ronda Rousey did not have a good ending to her WWE career. It was like how they were using her at the end was just malpractice.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, people saying, "Oh, she's terrible in the ring." I don't think she's terrible. I think she's for someone with as little experience that she had, she was the only good part about WrestleMania 34. Like, WrestleMania 34 is a terrible WrestleMania, but Ronda Rousey in that match it was Ronda and Kurt versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. That was the best part of that show.
Yes.
Yes,
it was.
100%.
You know what I would do? You know what I would do? Ronda joins the Death Riders. You know who else I would sign if I was Tony Khan and lock up to a deal to bring to AEW to put in the Death Riders faction?
Who's that?
Shayna Baszler.
That's not.
She's still
like
on her
it.
WWE contract.
No, she got like there were rumors that they were working. They were working on a producer deal. I haven't heard much from there.
Let's clarify that she is still MMA, Molly.
Yes.
She's still MMA.
Yes.
She's got that fight in May. But she's yeah.
Yeah, but if she's doesn't want to go into producing work with WWE, which I haven't heard anything yet on that. If she's still a free agent, which I still think she is, sign Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, it would be
add her to the faction with Marina Shafir, Ronda Rousey, the Death Riders faction with Wheeler Yuta, Claudio Castagnoli, who's going to be flip-flopping with CMLL and AEW in a dual contract.
Yeah.
Sort of similar to what Mystico signed. I think Perpespione is going to sign a deal like that.
Yeah.
It's sort of similar to what Konosuke Takeshita is doing in Japan. He signed to a triple deal, actually. DDT, NJPW, and AEW. But have them join the Death Riders and have them cause chaos.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And what sucks is that Ronda, faced off against Toni Storm, which I think is fine. But here's the problem with that.
She's injured.
Yep. Click that next slide, Brandon.
Yep.
There you go. Toni Storm, this was just revealed this morning, is dealing with an injury. She was originally going to be facing Marina Shafir in the No Holds Bar match, but they had to swap it with Mina Shirakawa last minute.
Yep.
Apparently, Toni Storm is injured. And that's
out for a long time.
Yep, and out for a long time. And this is a massive blow to AEW's women's division because Timeless Toni Storm is the best women's wrestler on that roster right now.
Yeah, by far. It's not even close.
100%.
Yeah, and it sucks that they had Ronda Rousey face against Toni Storm off in this, but easily you could write her off, have like her getting attacked or whatever.
Like they did on Wednesday.
Correct.
So
and I would continue if Ronda is signed full time, which I think she will. And I'm not surprised Ronda went to AEW because many people forget she worked in Ring of Honor.
Yes, with Tony Khan before. Yeah.
And who was she with?
Tony Khan.
No, who was she working with?
Marina.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes. There you go, Brandon.
So now you see where I'm putting everything together here.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks that Toni Storm's going to be out for a while, but when the time comes of her return, that is where you put Toni Storm versus Ronda Rousey.
Yep.
Have Ronda win the match.
Yep.
And then at Blood and Guts, you do like a Blood and Guts match where you have her, Shayna, if she signs, Marina Shafir. You probably add in 2 more wrestlers and have Toni Storm in there. I would have Mina Shirakawa in there, of course.
Yeah.
And 3 other wrestlers you could actually build up to have a Blood and Guts match.
Yes.
And if you can't get Shayna Baszler, why not have Tekla in there? You could probably throw in what's her name? Julia Hart and Sky Blue in there.
Why
not?
Sky Blue, boy.
Why not?
What's that faction's that Tekla faction's name?
Oh, I forgot.
So you have that faction and then you have Statlander, Willow, and Harley Cameron, I guess, like you did last year. But that's the thing; it'd be the same matches last year. If that's the case.
Yeah.
So if they don't sign Baszler, it's just you use that Rousey in there instead. Whoever was with, Megan Bain. That's who it was. So I think it was Megan Bain. It was Megan Bain, Marina, Tekla, Sky Blue, Julia Hart on the heel team. It was Tony Storm, Mina Shirakawa, and then the Willow, Harley Cameron, Statlander. So, and everything. Is Nick here? Did we lose Nick? Nick? Oh,
Did we lose him?
Oh, well, there we go. There we go.
Are you back?
Oh, there he is.
Sorry about that, folks. This is what happens when your internet lags for some reason.
Yes.
Yeah, let's get into the next slide. We said everything we needed to be said there. Adam Page lost this match with MJF in a brutal Texas death match. Like some of the stuff that they were doing.
Oh, that needle spot was sick, bro.
I saw it with Swerve. Like they first did it with like Swerve and all that. Oh, this again. Dragging MJF on the glass. People forget MJF before he worked with AEW worked for CZW, which is like one of the top death match promotions.
Yes. MJF can get it in the death match, man.
Yep. MJF won the match, and let's be real. Just because Adam Page lost and can never challenge for the title again, there's plenty of other ways you could have him go after the belt. The Battle Royal, Casino Battle Royal. You could do the Dynamite. There's plenty of other ways you could have him challenge for the belt again. But
100%.
We found out that Adam Page is taking time off of television, and depending how long he's taking time off, this is the best way to write him off. And I loved that shot of when Adam Page was getting choked out and he was bleeding. He fell right onto the hard cam, and all the blood went right on the hard cam. Perfect shot.
It was, and this is crazy. This is like the same thing that Page done in 2024, right after Revolution. He took some time off, like for 4 months or something.
Yeah, because his, I think he welcomed a new child.
I think that's
That was during the time when he was going after, I think, one of the championships. I know he took time off to go take care of his newborn, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, good for him. I'm happy for Adam Page.
I am weary though, because this is how Rhodes left the company, because they were
technically no, because Rhodes left the company on his own terms because he wanted to
chase the WWE stuff.
And I think something happened backstage. Well, whether he fell out with Tony Khan, whether he fell out with the Young Bucks, something happened backstage.
Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely something. There was a fallout backstage.
Cody said he might write something about it in his book one day, which will be he's plugging his book already, but
right.
It's gonna be very interesting what he says in that book, because there's something happened.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, let's go to the next page. And speaking of disgraces that we mentioned earlier, let's talk about Ricochet.
This guy.
Ricochet. Look, I'm a big Ricochet guy. I think he's great in the ring.
Yeah.
But he's a terrible promo. But he was trying to do this character thing where he's going after fans as a keyboard warrior, like an alpha male.
Yeah.
He crossed the line.
Telephone tough guy.
Yeah, he crossed the line here because a fan went right after him who basically said his acting hasn't improved, blah, 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 blah. And then he basically messages saying, "I'm glad you got MS."
Yeah.
The problem is this person has MS and is currently battling it.
Yeah, the crazy thing is he actually had to go digging to find this information out. You know what I mean? So he actually spent some time to gather some ammunition.
That's the scary part too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And look, I think it's disgraceful too that there are people sending death threats over to Samantha Irving, who is I think they're married now.
Yeah, they are married.
Which is absolutely weird. Don't send death threats to people.
No, never.
I once got a threat because of the Anthony Richardson grade one year. And listen, not cool when you do that.
Mm-hmm.
But come on, Ricochet, I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to be in character, but you can't say stuff like this. Yeah, and this is another reason why I hate social media, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Social media can get these wrestlers in trouble with their character, man. They can overstep that line real quick.
Yeah. But listen, you don't see MJF mocking, someone saying that I'm glad you got this or that. You can't do that.
MJF's the best heel in wrestling right now. I'm in my opinion. I think he's the best heel in wrestling.
You could find a better way to be a heel than going after somebody's disabilities or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yep. Here's the crazy part too with the whole Ricochet stuff. Apparently, I will say this: good on him for taking the tweet down. Good on him for apologizing for everything.
100%.
But the worst part is the timing too, because remember, not too long ago, Trey Miguel of the Rascals, left because of controversy of him. Like, I don't know what happened.
It was in the past. It was like I think it was past stuff.
Yes, and you're currently doing this in the present with how Trigger Finger, whatever's going on there with Trey Miguel. And yes, before we mention, Ronda Rousey did say some crazy stuff in the past too about the Sandy Hook stuff.
Yes.
But here's the difference. Ronda A is a tremendous star. Trey Miguel is not.
Yeah.
B, she apologized for it.
Mm-hmm.
And C, she's a bigger star. I mean, I can't think of a C.
You can't think of a proper C, but that's a good one to.
The thing that's crazy too, these people are on edge.
Yeah.
Like I'm not talking Tony Khan and AEW. Like, you really think it was Tony Khan that would care about all? Like he was about to sign Trey Miguel to a contract before someone in the higher ups found out what he said. I don't know the specific words of what Trey Miguel said. It might be different.
Yeah.
But it's just a poor timing there. And I wonder something as well too. Does this result in a suspension for Ricochet? Because there were rumors from like Brian Alvarez and Dave Meltzer. And look, Dave Meltzer said it's not been strongly reported lately. But there's other sources saying Ricochet was in trouble with his like job and stuff like that.
Yeah, what's the consequences going to be for this? Because
Is a suspension coming? Is my question.
That might be, it might be a suspension for Ricochet. But I also take anything that Alvarez and Meltzer say with a huge grain of salt.
You have to.
Here's the thing. I don't understand the hate that those two get as much. Like, they're not the worst.
No, they're not the worst. I'm just saying it just
I understand what you're saying. Look, here's the thing that really angers me too about this.
Yeah.
They didn't report about like this tweet until it spread like wildfire. This wasn't like an immediate thing that happened the moment.
They waited till they got bad backlash for it.
100% until every wrestling media outlet reported on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't want to write about this because A, I want to make sure we get the facts right, and B, I wanted to see if how Ricochet would respond to something like this. And I will say, good on him for taking it down and doing all this, but like, it's crazy how much. I mean, he's already getting kind of punishments too because his fiance or wife is getting death threats. He's Lord knows what he's getting on social media.
Yeah.
It's crazy. This is why I hate social media. And if it was me right now in charge of where we are, I would not allow anyone to go onto social media until they turn 21. But because of threats like that and stupid stuff that people tweet, will hurt them. And look, just think before you tweet next time. Please.
Definitely.
It's like Herman Edwards always said, don't press send.
Don't press send.
Well, didn't he also say like one car, one house, and like
I can't remember what else he said. But
Herm Edwards, I love Herm. He's the best head coach that the Jets have had since Rex Ryan.
Yeah,
I miss Herm Edwards.
Herm Edwards, a great guy, man.
Yep.
It's going to be very interesting to see how this Ricochet stuff plays. But I hope he learned his lesson. I really do. Don't tweet out questionable stuff.
Yeah.
And if you're not on,
don't be going after fans' disabilities.
Yeah. Don't be doing that.
Yes.
Unless you have permission from the parents or the person themselves.
Yeah.
Which MJF clearly does.
Yeah.
Before he does all that.
No.
That's okay. But this, no, you can't do that.
No.
Can't. No. Speaking of another disgrace, let's talk about Alberto Del Rio, Alberto El Patron. There's another thing I used to call him on the previous podcast, but I'm not going to say that name because A, I'm going to get in trouble if I use that name to describe this guy, and B, he's not worth the time and the energy for me to waste all my change.
This guy is a joke.
Yeah.
Like I want to save my change for the change jar. There's plenty of words I could use to describe this man, but yeah, Alberto is pretty much blackballed from wrestling for a good reason. There's plenty of controversies. He decides to go and have this boxing match at Ring Royale. And, you know, he decides to call off the match because he's 48 freaking years old and shouldn't be in a boxing ring. His entourage goes in and they start like this brawl. You know, pushing and
he was mad he was getting whooped on.
Yes, and here's the worst part too. What does this guy do? Does he get involved in the fight? Does he stay in his corner? Does he, like, you know, try to keep his cool, calm, collected? Nah. You want to know what he does?
The gloves off.
He takes the gloves off, the headgear, and he's gonna go like bare knuckle brawling with this guy.
What is going on?
And you want to know why Triple H doesn't want to touch this guy?
Exactly. I don't believe he ever held the world title. I cannot believe it.
Oh, the only reason he held the world title in WWE was because Vince loved him for some reason.
That goes to show a lot because Vince.
And this is not even the worst part is with this whole stuff too. That's not even getting into like all the criminal stuff he's done, like kidnapping. SA. I'm not going to say the whole word because, you know, all the drug stuff he used to do. I mean, the whole Page and Saraya and Alberto Del Rio stuff was toxic as all hell. That relationship. I mean, it was almost like a weekly thing.
Oh, that was like a soap opera, man, or something.
Oh my God, yeah. Like, it's crazy the amount of versions we've got of Page. We had WWE Page, we had NXT Page, we had AEW Saraya Page, and we had Trainwreck Page with Alberto Del Rio. Like, I hate to say it, but yeah, there's crazy stuff that this guy's been involved in. He's gotten suspended from, you know, the Tijuana Sports Commission for going after fans and slapping them. He got fired from WWE his first time because many people forget his second tenure was like in 2016 when he returned for that brief run. You want to know why he was fired the first run?
Remind us.
He slapped an employee.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Now the employee allegedly said a racist joke, but you don't slap.
You don't put your hands on nobody. I'm surprised this guy hasn't been arrested yet for all.
Well, he kind of has been arrested, but no jail time.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm surprised he's not behind bars doing some time.
He should be.
That 100%.
And there's a reason why he's not in WWE. He won't be in a high promotion anytime soon. And he's got nobody to blame but himself. And
it's all on him.
I don't know if Dark Side of the Ring will do an episode on like recent stuff. The Daphne stuff was more recent. The sad story there. If they want to do a more recent topic, Alberto Del Rio would be a really good episode for a Dark Side.
Because there's definitely some dark stuff on him, brother.
It's a shame. What a waste. What a waste of time.
Oh, yes. Because he could have been a really good wrestler if he really wanted to.
Yep. And he could have kept his head in check.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whatever. His loss. Speaking of interesting, did you know in 2023, Tony Khan put in a bid to buy WWE for $6.9 billion?
He was only $2.5 billion away from getting it.
Yeah, well, around there, yeah, because it was like 9.3 or 4 billion that TKO bought.
Something like that, yeah.
But honestly, like, it's crazy to think about what a Tony Khan run WWE would look like. But here's the thing: I'm kind of glad this deal didn't happen. Why? Why do you think I say that, guys?
Because where would AEW be? You know what I mean?
No, that's not the main concern. Brandon?
It'll be a monopoly.
Yep, 100%. And pro wrestling does not needs competition. That's why we got the 2019 WWE, because there was no competition. AEW started, everything got better. And TNA was the closest thing we ever had to competition since WCW folded in 2001. And TNA really wasn't competition. That was just Dixie Carter being delusional and thinking she could beat Monday Night Raw in the rankings. And TNA also fell apart the moment she brought in Hulk Hogan and his buddies.
Yep.
But it's crazy to think about what a WWE and Tony Khan led pro wrestling scene would look like right now. And it would have never happened because Vince sold the company just so he could get his power back. And who is willing to tolerate his nonsense? Ari Emanuel and TKO.
Yep.
Which, oh, by the way, I think the funny part with that whole thing was that Ari Emanuel kept in the media conference or wherever was saying, "Oh, Vince McMahon's a great guy to lead us. He's a trustworthy guy. You know, no controversy." Blah 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 blah. Then the Janelle Grant stuff happened, and he backtracked, and Vince had to resign.
Yep.
100%.
And Vince is another one I can't look the same way ever again. But
yeah,
thank God Tony Khan didn't buy WWE. And
yeah.
I don't care if you're an AEW supporter, a WWE supporter, anti-AEW, anti-WWE, because there's plenty of accounts there. No, I am a pro wrestling fan.
Yeah, 100%.
I love these promotions. I don't hate them unless they're the NWA and Billy Corgan. That's another story for a podcast.
That's another subject.
That's another subject. But competition's a good thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Good thing.
You gotta have it in the pro wrestling world, otherwise, you know what I mean?
Yep, 100%. So I'm glad this deal didn't happen with Tony Khan buying it. So we are doing something special because I want to get a little more historical stuff happened. So for the past few days while I was, dealing with the Rona, and no, I did not contract it by drinking Corona. I just want to throw that out there.
You had a couple of them Ronas, brother.
Well, I didn't have a couple of those Ronas. I had coronavirus. There's a difference. I'm sorry, I had to say that.
Yeah.
During my, trip to recovery from COVID, I made a top 5 worst WrestleManias of all time, in my opinion. Now, look, if you love these WrestleManias, good on you. Good on you. I'm not going to hate it. And if you look at the blue scrolly thingy down there, I'm going to be creating a top 5 worst WrestleMania article in the future and top 5 best in the future. So if you haven't, go check out Total Apex Sports. So I have a list here of the top 5 worst WrestleManias of all time. Jerry has his worst of all time. We're going to go through my list first. I'll discuss my reasoning for each WrestleMania, and then we'll go through yours, Jerry. I don't have yours as a visual. Unless, Jerry, you want to start with yours, and then we go into mine.
I'm fine with starting mine if that's cool with you guys. And then
go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry,
Name.
do it.
Name.
All right, so these are my 5 worst WrestleManias of all time. Starting with number 5, which I think you guys are going to think this is crazy on me because of the people I like in WWE. But WrestleMania 16, which is WrestleMania 2000, is the 5th worst WrestleMania.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that. That's in my top 10 worst WrestleManias.
All right, so this WrestleMania started off with Big Boss Man Bull Buchanan facing D'Lo Brown, the Godfather, with Ice-T, and it ended with a fatal 4-way match with Triple H, The Rock, and Mick Foley
and Big Show
and Big Show. Which McMahon's better?
You want to know the worst part about that I thought the main event was stupid to have it. It should have been Rock versus Triple H.
That's what it should have been. I don't know why they added all the best match on because there was obviously the triple threat tag team match. It was the
McMahon
in every corner. That's why they added 4.
No,
who's the best McMahon?
Remind me. I know. I think I know it, but remind me. So Rock was Vince's pick. Triple H was Stephanie's pick. Was Big Show Shane, and then Mick Foley was Linda's.
Yeah, Linda's Mick Foley's pick. Big Show was Shane's pick. Rock was Mr. McMahon's pick, and Triple H was Steph's pick.
Yep.
So I had it right in my head. I was just making sure I had it right in my head. But I was like, yeah, that's crazy.
Honestly, I'll agree with you on this. The only match that I thought was good on this show was the Intercontinental and European Championship match between Benoit, Jericho, and Angle.
Yeah, you also got the Dudleys versus the Hardys on that card, right?
Yeah, that was my best match on there. Was the first?
That is true.
Second
that is true. But I thought the Benoit and the Kurt Angle and the and Jericho match was good too. Those were the only 2 good matches on the show. Yeah. Everything else was terrible.
The only one.
Yeah. All right. That's a good take for 5. Go ahead.
My number 4. WrestleMania 9.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to be on
I
the list.
think because this ended with Yokozuna beating Bret Hart to become,
Yep,
and then with
In the
immediate Hulk
stupidest way
Hogan come out.
possible.
Like,
Yeah, and yeah.
why end the show like that?
You want to know
Oh my
why?
God.
You want to know why, Jerry? Because that don't work for the brother man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It wasn't good.
and also,
brother.
probably Taker's worst match ever.
Oh,
Is
oh,
the-
God.
Dude, with Giant
Right there.
Gonzalez. Oh my God, good.
Yep.
Brain,
It didn't help. It didn't
brain.
help that Giant Gonzalez's knees were knackered too.
Yep. Yeah.
You're always knackered.
Oh my God, Giant Gonzalez! Like, if you could go watch Giant Gonzalez every time he enters the ring. His
Yep.
knees are like knackered. Like, I don't know. Like, they're Great Khali level of knackered.
Yeah.
Like,
They're bad. They're bad.
And I love the fact that like Giant Gonzalez is like, I need the rag after like 5 punches. And he's like, another BS. Another reason why I agree with you on this, on that being one of your worst WrestleManias, it never goes dark.
Yeah.
The show never
No.
went dark. Like, oh,
Never.
God.
No.
And the only good match on that card was Tatanka versus Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
That's it.
The very first match.
Yeah. Yeah.
And can someone explain to me why, when you have Hulk Hogan returning on this show in the tag match with good old Brother Brutai and against Money Inc., how do you have Hulk Hogan not only lose the match on his first match back, but lose it in DQ?
And then he gets the belt later in the evening.
And then he gets the belt later on the show.
Yes. What?
That don't work
Crazy.
for me, brother.
No,
Does not. All right.
Number
three, and I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of heat for this one because I know a lot of people love this because of Becky 2 belts, but WrestleMania 35 is my third worst WrestleMania.
You're
of all
gonna
time.
get heck from me for Kofi Mania.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, whoa! Why you have Kofi Mania at 3 Worst Manias of all
I
time.
disagree.
5.5 hours.
Let's
because
hear
for
the
one,
man
you got
now.
AJ Styles versus Randy Orton in just a singles competition. That is world heavyweight.
I will
title
say this.
championship
I will say
material.
this. How dare they end Kurt Angle's career
With Baron
against
Corbin? Yes. Oh,
that was
Lord.
bad.
That was
That
But
was
even
horrible.
Miz and Shane was a great match on that card too. Wait, what was it?
It was all right.
I like that Miz and Shane match. I do.
When all that the no holds bar match with Triple H and Batista was on there too. That's another match that should have been good, but it really wasn't what it was supposed
Yeah,
to be.
I get that. I get Triple H Batista. I get the reasoning, but you can't have. I'm sorry. You have if you want to put it in your top 5. You should have moved the other 2 up and put this one at 5.
Yeah.
Because you can't have Kofi Mania and like. I get the Becky part. I get the Becky part because of the finish. The finish wasn't that great in that.
It was botched. It was botched.
Yeah, that was definitely a botched. Yeah.
But at the same time, no, Kofi Mania should not be on this list because I'm a Kofi Kingston, mark, and no.
I knew Brandon was going to have a big problem with this list. I knew it when I got to 3. It was going to be a big. What is going on?
The first 2 I agree with you on. Like WrestleMania 2000 was. I wouldn't call it the worst in my opinion. Like it's definitely up there as like a below average Mania show, but this one I can't get behind you on.
I knew it. This okay. All right.
What's worse than this? What's worse than
what's
Number 2?
Jerry? What's number 2?
Twice in a lifetime, WrestleMania 29.
That was bad. That one was a bad Mania.
The Rock, John Cena. Oh, what was this? Then you had the Triple H, Brock Lesnar, no holds bar match. Was okay.
Yeah.
But then you also had Alberto Del Rio defeating Jack Swagger for the World Heavyweight Championship.
You want to know why? You want to know why Jack Swagger lost? Because I think at the time he won Elimination Chamber. It's because after the Elimination Chamber he got arrested for weed.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's why he dropped the belt to Del Rio. But hey, the Raw after that Mania.
No, Del Rio was the champion heading into that show.
That's right. That's right.
Rio was a champion.
Yeah, and they gave
the cash him and Dolph, I think.
I will say one thing though, as well. Fandango beating Chris Jericho. That don't work for me, brother.
That was I don't even know what they were thinking when that happened. I think the best match on there was the Shield versus Randy Orton.
No, you forgot one, Jerry. It's Punk Taker. it's Punk
Yeah,
Taker
the
by
Taker
far.
Punk match was good. I will
And-
admit that.
and-
I enjoyed it.
And I'm gonna make a bold statement. Probably the last great Undertaker match that we
Yes.
ever saw.
Yes.
I will say that
Facts.
100% on
Because
that.
ever since that match happened, he's had terrible
Matches.
terrible matches after that. It's never been better than that.
Yep.
All right, and then we
Number one.
agreed on number 1, Nick, WrestleMania 11 with Lawrence
Yeah.
Taylor being the main
Yeah.
event.
Yeah.
You can't get no worse than that.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
That's
a good one.
You got
number
Diesel
one.
defeating Shawn Michaels to retain the WWE Championship,
In
you
a
got
terrible match. In a bad
Bret
match.
Hart
too.
defeated Bob Backlund in an I Quit
Yeah.
match. I mean, that's all you really got. I mean, it wasn't nothing.
I'm gonna save my thoughts for WrestleMania 11 at number 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, 100% agree with you. Twice in a Lifetime, bad. It was a bad show. Not the worst, because I can't put Taker versus Punk on that list.
No, you can't
on
put
my
Taker on a worse. No.
On my
That match is
WrestleManias too,
phenomenal.
I have good reasons for why they're in my
Yeah.
top 5 worst Mania
Yeah.
list. I understand your list. It's not the worst, excluding WrestleMania 35. That
Yeah.
should not be on there.
No, that should not be on.
I knew it.
I'm sorry. No, Kofi Mania
defined
defined that. No. They should not-
Kofi Mania was special, guys. I agree with Kofi Mania was very, very special. I'm not even gonna lie about it. It was great, but the botch at the end is what drew me off, man. I'm telling you.
I get it. I get it with Becky and Ronda. I get that.
Yeah.
I give a quick 3.
Yeah,
Real
you
quick.
could give a quick 3. I'm interested in this one.
So my 3, I'm gonna go WrestleMania 34 at 3.
I agree with you there. That show sucked.
That
was
I
horrible.
didn't like that show at all. Like you said earlier, Ronda, Kurt, Stephanie, Triple H was the best match on that card, and we got
100%.
and then we got another Lesnar Reigns match.
Oh,
on
terrible.
Oh, what was that?
Yeah, I'm like, bruh, there's no shot. There's no shot we had that as a.
And then you have Brock win.
Yeah, and then you have Brock win, bro. Then you
Come
have Brock
on.
Lesnar win. No, it's crazy. Believe it or not, I kind of hate saying this as at 2 for me. Well, 2 is WrestleMania 9. I'm gonna have that at 2.
Blame you.
Okay.
Because like I said, that card was the end with Hogan and everything like that. It's just, you can't have it that way with Bret Hart. You ruined Bret Hart's momentum with that.
Well, yeah, Bret Hart was. I'll be real, because I was watching. Not at that time, but I was rewatching old content. Bret was not over as champion at that time.
No,
It didn't help that with this book. You know what I mean?
At all.
Yeah.
It didn't help at all.
yeah. I think for me, number 1, it's controversial for me personally because it had the Hardys return on this card.
Oh my
33.
God.
33.
33.
I disagree
33.
with you wholeheartedly on that. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you
No, I
kidding
know.
me right now? One of the loudest pops in history of WWE.
No. I love the Hardys return. I love a couple of the spots on there, but I was underwhelmed with the Reigns Taker match.
Oh, well, that's because Taker's hips were knackered.
Yeah, I was underwhelmed with that one, and I
It
can't.
was-
What was the main event on that card?
Yeah,
If you-
Reigns Taker.
That was the main event. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
underrated.
that was
That ruined the night for me. I can't.
I still actually liked that show because Brock versus Goldberg was actually really good.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Seth Triple H was good. I love
Yeah, that
the
was good.
Hardys returning.
Yeah. Okay.
AJ Styles and Shane McMahon was a really underrated.
Yeah, okay.
match.
That's an underrated
I got my number
match,
wrong.
for
I got my number wrong. Sorry. 32 at number
32
one.
is
Okay.
definitely there.
Yeah,
That's
32
definitely
everyone.
there.
I got my number wrong in my head, guys. Sorry about that. It's
You're
not
good.
33.
You're good.
I love the Hardys return. I love that card. I don't know why I said 33. What am I doing?
Yeah, 32 is a bad show.
32 was horrible.
32 for me, and that's because the injuries is like a lot of superstars and everything like that, as we covered a couple weeks ago. But I hated 32 with a passion. So
You guys want to know my list?
Let's get into it, brother.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right.
I-
Go ahead. No, go ahead. So You got to put this one with an asterisk because it happened during the pandemic.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 36. I'm sorry.
Actually, I actually liked the COVID. I like this one.
I'm sorry.
This one.
I hate silent wrestling.
I get
really
that.
do.
It's weird.
I can't. And I didn't really like a ton of the matches on there. I really didn't. And them burying Shayna Baszler was crazy to me.
Yeah, it was.
The main event was basically Big Show and Drew McIntyre as well, which I don't understand. Yeah. Technically, it was Goldberg and Drew, but Big Show and Drew was on that show. I don't understand.
Wasn't that the Brock? Wasn't he? Didn't he win the belt off Brock there?
No, he won it off of. No. Braun, I think, took the belt off of. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. It was Braun that took the belt off of Goldberg, and Brock took it. He took it off.
Drew took the belt off Brock, and then Big Show came out and
the only reason I have to put asterisks the COVID one. Look, I love the Boneyard stuff. I thought that was
I love the
Boneyard. The Boneyard was great.
I believe it or not, underrated match. I know y'all probably don't like this one, but Edge versus Orton, that last man standing for me was like one of those. Like milestone, the greatest match ever was terrible. That cinematic one they did, that was terrible.
Remember the Caleb Braxton stuff? Like in the middle of the promotion, he's like, "This might be the greatest wrestling match ever." I'm like, what type of narcotics?
What are you on, brother?
Like the last what type of narcotics did like Vince put in your drink? Like that's my question.
Yeah, no, but the Boneyard, the last man standing, the fire. Was that Firefly Funhouse at 37?
Yeah, no, 36. That was the one with Cena. I get it, but I have to put an asterisk on this one because it was the COVID one. And I can't take silent wrestling. I just can't.
I don't blame you. All right.
Number 5.
Actual list.
WrestleMania 32.
I won. So
this one you had to look, it got damaged because like I mentioned in the last pod, WrestleMania 31, every wrestler that came out of that show champion was injured. Everybody was injured on this show.
Yeah.
And I do not like it was too long, number one.
Yeah.
I hated a lot of these matches. Like, I did not like the fact that Jericho pinned AJ Styles on the show. It's a booking decision I don't get. Yeah. I don't understand why the League of Nations beat the New Day. I get you had Shawn Michaels, Foley, and Stone Cold come out there to attack them. This was booked as a tag match, and then they switched it. I didn't like it. The Lesnar and Ambrose match was awful.
Oh, I was god awful.
Charlotte,
what was that?
That was like the no disqualification match they had.
Charlotte Becky Saucer, that was probably the best match for me.
No, I hated that match too. First off, why did you have Ric Flair again interfere to have Charlotte win for the 10,000th time? And Sasha was over as heck. She should have won.
No, she should have won, but I just liked how the chemistry between them three.
Undertaker and Shane McMahon was terrible. Yes, Shane did the jump there, but the story was a hot mess.
Yeah, it was
100%.
Burying the Wyatts on the show, I hated. And the main event is one of the worst main events of all time in Triple H versus Roman Reigns. I legit have it on my notes. I am so freaking bored. Like, this sucks. Yeah. That is in my notes right now.
Yeah, no, that was horrible, man. Like, it's no. Should have Triple H win the Rumble too before it and everything.
Well, it was predictable too. That was another problem.
Definitely predictable.
Next, I cannot believe you guys didn't have this on your top 5 list.
I thought about it.
You should have put Mania 2 instead of 35, Jerry.
I you should have.
I only had 3. I only had 3 in my defense, Nick. So, and I had 5. I probably would have had Mania 2 on there.
A lot. I mean, a lot of these matches. Oh boy! And here's the crazy part too. This was held in 3 different places: New York, Chicago, and LA.
Yes, it was horrible.
You are paying the whole card, and if you're in New York, you bought the first. This is the matches they had: Paul Orndorff versus Don Morocco, which was ended in a double count out.
Yeah.
Randy Savage versus George the Animal Steel. Jake Roberts versus George Wells in a squash match.
Mr.
Mr. T versus Roddy Piper in a boxing match.
Yeah, that was horrible.
All that gets done, and then they go to Chicago. Everyone else in New York has to watch it on a TV screen.
Yeah, that's the gimmick was horrible. I'm surprised it's not. If I were having to redo like my on the spot, I probably would have this one in the top 3 because it's just the gimmick of it.
And none of these matches are any good. I've watched this show. None of them are any
None
good.
of them.
None. None. Like the only one you could maybe consider was good was the British Bulldogs and the Dream Team. Great Valentine, mainly because Dynamite Kid's great, even though he's a tainted figure.
Yeah.
Besides that, and maybe the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Nothing. Bundy versus Hogan was awful.
I don't even know. You can't even call that a wrestling match.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not as bad as this WrestleMania. Well, there's 3 more that are worse, but WrestleMania 4.
This was bad.
This was bad for a big reason. Look, I love tournaments. I think they're great. Problem is this entire show was a complete tournament.
Yes.
That's all it was. And it was also used to help set up like long-term booking. And here's the crazy part too. The only 2 matches it's known for me, because everything else was basically a squash match or a waste of time match.
Yeah.
That's Demolition versus Strikeforce, which was a good match.
Yeah.
And Savage versus Ted DiBiase for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, which of course Savage won.
Yeah.
To, set up to the big match with him and Hogan.
Yeah.
You want to know another reason why this show is bad? They made so many last-minute changes with this tournament.
Yes.
Did you know the original plan was for Ted DiBiase to win this entire thing?
What?
Yeah,
yes. Want to know why? Do you want to know why?
Why is that?
Because at this point, the original plan was for Randy Savage to be the Intercontinental Champion. But Honky Tonk Man refused to face him in a match.
Oh, for real?
And Vince wanted there to be one babyface to come out as champion on this show.
Yep.
Randy Savage is the babyface, so that means he won. Ted DiBiase's push went down the haywire. Yep. Ted DiBiase hated the Honky Tonk Man for good reason, because he never got this hot ever again.
Yep.
And because of that, Ted DiBiase was so pissed off he wanted a championship belt, and that's the $1 Million Championship became a thing.
Yes.
Yep.
Solely because of the Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah.
The Honky Tonk.
Refusing to job to Randy Savage. Like, how do you refuse to face the Macho Man?
Yeah.
Come on now.
And then you had like Brutus Beefcake face off against the Honky Tonk Man for the Intercontinental Championship on the show, which was not good. And here's another fascinating fact, because Honky Tonk Man came out in like this like convertible. Do you know who was the driver of that car?
Who was it?
Diamond Dallas Page.
It was DDP.
Yep. And do you want to know who was Peggy Sue, who is right next to Honky Tonk Man making his special entrance?
Who?
Sensational Sherry.
Oh, geez.
What?
Jeez. Good.
Yeah.
Time. Good.
But
Time.
yeah, WrestleMania 4 sucks. Terrible show. Terrible.
What in the 90s graphics are these logos out?
You wanna know why? Because they are 90s graphics.
Yeah, there's a lot of 90s. Nick has a lot of 80s and 90s shows on here. But that's what it is. But
it's 80s.
This one was bad too.
WrestleMania 27. Do you want to know why? It was an advertisement for WrestleMania 28.
That's
all it was.
Yes, it was.
John Cena versus Miz is one of the worst WrestleMania main events. Like, John Cena and Miz looked like fools at the end of this thing.
Well, it's because Miz got concussed.
Well, yeah, but they still looked like fools. And The Rock basically gave a rock bottom to John Cena. And Chris Van Vliet was funny about this when he interviewed Sam Roberts on his show. Yeah. Chris Van Vliet took his friend to the show who wasn't a wrestling fan. And when The Rock did that and celebrated, you wonder what the fans said? Did The Rock win?
Yep.
But here's a fascinating fact about Dwayne Johnson. The original plan was for Cena versus Dwayne to be 3 shows, 27, 28, 29. So the whole once in a lifetime stuff was total false advertisement. And there's a lot of stuff about WrestleMania 27. I can't. I hate the Edge's last match before he went to go retire. That Lou. I mean, the Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler match is a disgrace.
That was horrible.
John Morrison ruined his career on the show because he refused to celebrate with
Nick Nicole, Snooki, Palooza.
Yeah, whoever that scrub is, that untalented scrub.
Jersey Shore. Yes.
Scrub.
Well, mainly because
scrub.
And also not giving respect to Trish Stratus, dude. That was the main crux.
Well, because John wanted Melina there.
Yeah.
But
100%.
Yeah, 27 sucked. 27. I hate that WrestleMania.
I would, if I had the time to do a actual top 5, like 27 would be definitely on there for me because that. But at the same time, I just had to come up with 3 real quick, and I was like, oh, okay. I mean, 9 and the others that we mentioned were great. I just had to think about 32. So
it is not the worst.
No, it's not.
This one is the worst.
WrestleMania 11.
Ever. I agree with you, Jerry. WrestleMania 11, the worst WrestleMania of all time.
Ever.
I mean, ever. Like, it had LT, who was a train wreck at that time, face off against Bam Bam Bigelow as the main event.
Yes.
Oh my Lord. I can't believe that was the main event.
He only did the show because he was broke.
Yeah, he needed the money.
Yeah, too much drugs and too much what's a good word to say?
Powder?
Showgirl. There we go. That one's appropriate.
That word, yes.
That one works. That one works.
Yeah.
I didn't get in trouble. Don't find me. That's on the show. I didn't like Diesel versus Shawn Michaels. I thought it was stupid that Diesel won the match.
Yeah.
I hated the Undertaker versus King Kong Bundy. People don't mention that as one of the worst WrestleMania matches in Undertaker's career. That one's up there. Why?
That was definitely up there.
You know how the match ends?
How does it?
Undertaker clotheslines, like he does that jumping clothesline on King Kong Bundy.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't tombstone him or anything.
No tombstone.
No tombstone.
That clothesline was the finish.
Yeah.
Yep.
That match was terrible. And with the big urn that Paul Bearer had, I mean, Kama steals it. And then they go off to have house show matches, and that's where the feud ends. Not at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
There wasn't even a feud, really.
Like, I hated every single one of the, like, Owen Hart and Yokozuna against the Smoking Gun. I mean, the Smoking Guns were, I love Billy Gunn, but Bart Gunn stinks. Oh my God. Bret Hart, Bob Backlund. That was probably the best match out of everything.
Yeah.
Because Bob Backlund's
character
was great.
Yes.
Everything else was terrible.
Yeah.
And there were
100%.
audio issues as well.
Yep.
And how do you have LT I love Bam Bam Bigelow, but how do you have LT versus Bam Bam Bigelow main event the show? How does that happen?
I don't know how they did that.
Celebrity main event, because that's what they did with,
Yeah.
a lot of the earlier ones. So
Pretty much. That's my top 5 worst WrestleMania list. Here's the thing. It all changes. It really does with all the, with the new WrestleManias coming up. But that's just, in my opinion, and Jerry's opinion, and Brandon's opinion, even though Jerry's wrong with WrestleMania 35.
yeah, you should have.
It's
I knew I was going to take heat. I can't wait to see the comments, guys. Let me have
Yes. Make sure you comment. But before you comment and you press the submit button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, hit the thumbs up. We're live every Thursday at 7:00 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know what the Pacific time is. I think it's 5 o'clock.
Pacific is
I
4.
think so.
4 o'clock.
I don't know. Same thing. But point is, you can find us there with the YouTube channels. Check out TotalApexSports.com. Where's that banner? You'll see it pop up like with the blue thing down there. There it is. Find us there. We cover everything: NFL, basketball, baseball, pro wrestling, rugby, UFC, Olympics, college sports. I'm surprised you guys didn't say the Watts.
What?
What?
Rugby.
What?
Hockey.
What?
Basketball.
What?
Football.
What?
One more what out of you guys, and you're going to be a light bulb.
What?
Shout out to Jim Carrey. All right, go ahead and shout out your Twitter accounts.
Mine's on the screen at 30B Ellis, and everything, and also Ellis Highlight Reel on TikTok and YouTube as well. And look forward to the sports podcast tomorrow night as well. With me, Andrew's back probably. I'm gonna have maybe one of the owners maybe coming back on. Maybe one of the owners, possibly.
What?
Matt Brown might be coming back on. And Justin Rippey, our site manager over at Sports as well. So it should be a heavy loaded show of talent tomorrow. So
definitely check it out, guys.
All right, Jerry.
You can check me out, Sports Junkie 17 on Twitter, at Naptown Sports Plug on YouTube, and Jay Harkins on Facebook. And always check my articles out on TotalApexSports.com because we're always covering everything.
Yep. Amen, brother. I love it. For me, you could see my name. Am I pointing right? I don't know if it's this way or that way. I don't know.
It's above me.
It's above you.
It's your left.
Type my name, Nicholas Smolik. I'm on X. I'm on the LinkedIn. I'm on the Facebook. We'll see about other apps. I don't know, but I write like crazy on Total Apex Sports.
Yep.
Check that out. Appreciate you guys for taking time to watch the show. This is a bit of a longer one, and have a good day, everyone. Bye.
Later, guys.